is me, Shraddha Adhikari, and currently I'm pursuing my master degree in mental health counseling at Vidarbha University. And today I'm here to talk about my course for advanced child and adolescents counseling, in which we did a lot of sessions for child and adolescents counseling, and I work as a counselor, which was my first experiences. So I'm going to share all of my experiences in these videos. So before talking about my client and the clips and all that, I would like to thank Dr. Angela Mensing for this wonderful opportunity, because she is a wonderful instructor for us. She really helped us for sure. So thank you so much, and also my classmate who supported me during this whole process. So before talk about my clients, I would like to just talk about like some importance of child and adolescents counseling. As we all know that experiencing growth, like experiencing change is not always easy, right? So talking about child and adolescents, and they have a lot of emotions going on, because of the family life, that also have impact on their mental health, right? And they have to deal with a lot of challenges, like a lot of stress in their life. And as a child and adolescents counselor, our aim is to support them, to help them to cope up this stressful situations by themselves, right? So and also help to grow them as an adult, so that they can manage their stresses and work by themselves independently and effectively. So now here I would like to talk about my client. Her name is Sky Delhi. A white 17-year-old girl has been referred to a counselor by her primary care physician as a result of her parents' reports of her having uncontrollable outbursts in public, at school and at home. PCP offered a recommendation to include the client and increase her stress tolerance. When discussing Sky tantrums and absences from school, parents seem more irritated than usual. These topics are said to cause more heated encounters and home conversations. Sky absences from school have become more frequent, and when she is present, her focus and participation have continued to decline. Sky's unexpected outbursts are recognized by her parents, PCP, and school staff as being both physical and emotional in nature. And Sky says she does not think she needs therapy since her family could disown her for seeking help. Father and Sky agree to meet for an intake session with me to determine Sky's additional need and sources of help. Sky said she had no friends and find it difficult to establish new ones. She also said that because of her anger management problems, she stabbed a classmate at school, which led to her instructor calling her parents. She did, however, note that she makes an effort to assist friends, and that once when one of them was going through their periods, she assisted the friend by giving her some pads. She admitted to me that she dislikes her parents, particularly her father, who restricts what she may do. She also told her parents the time the police were called to her home due to the physical and psychological abuse. She also indicated that she had attempted suicide, which is the most important thing to deal with because safety comes first. Additionally, when communicating with me, she used an inconsistent tone of voice. She admitted it to me that she struggles with sleep as well. Now let's see my recording session with Sky through online. It's really good to see you here.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, okay. So tell me, like, how things have been going for you?
Well, okay. Um, I joined the volleyball team,
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
but then I got kicked off.
Oh, like, tell me more about that. Like, what happened?
I don't really know what happened. I just, some girls on the team I didn't think they were good team players, and I like threw a volleyball at them and flipped off my coach and walked out of practice.
Oh, it sounds like you are very sad, right?
Confused.
Oh, okay.
Confused. Mm.
Okay. Tell me more about uh, like what?
Hmm. 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 my coach called my dad and said I can't be on the team anymore. And
So now talking about the reasons for selecting these videos, actually for the first time I connected with a client via telehealth, and it was helpful to get to know her and hear about her safe space at home. After our first session, she was at ease speaking with me online and gave a lot of details about the previous week. In this chat clip, I included a self-reflection segment, and it seemed that Sky felt really at comfortable discussing her decades with me. Instead of focusing on Sky's weaknesses and the bad parts of the activities, I assisted her in realizing her strengths. As a counselor, I believe it is crucial to establish a space where your clients feel comfortable talking to you about their feelings, concerns, and pressures. I think I did this very well during this therapy session. I connect with Sky through empathetic listening and without passing any kind of judgment. So now it's time to watch another video which is with Sky father. So it goes like this. And how things have been going, like in your family so far?
They're going fine. Yeah, kind of same old, same old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you see any changes or something like that? Do you want to share with me?
Let's see. There was a couple like incidents this week that were kind of frustrating.
Tell me.
Yeah, where Sky I got really upset and was like yelling, and I was telling her to like use her words and just like communicate with me, and she just got really physical, and it was over just something super dumb of like what we were having for dinner, and it just really bothered me like that like she knows the rules of like, you know, if you don't want to eat what, you know, we make for dinner, then you don't eat that night, you know, like you can't, you're the kid, you can't, you know, decide what you eat every day. Anyway, so that was a big situation.
Oh, sounds like it's really upsetting you, like the behavior of Sky or something like that, right?
Yeah, I just like, she just like pushed her chair out and like hit the bookshelf behind at the dinner table, and then like, you know, knocked the stuff off the table and yelled at her brother, and then I stood up to try to like help her calm down, and she came and pushed me.
So talking about the second video, like Sky had a suicidal thoughts and attempted suicide, right? So I also conducted a session with her father, Tom, to help her build a relationship with him, so she could talk to him about her worries and concern. By speaking with Sky's father, we can understand more about her circumstances and her actions and see how we might be able to work through any problems with her family members. Since Sky is just 17-year-old, her family support is essential and crucial, right? So as a result, try to understand the environment before concentrating on the difficulties itself. Father seems cooperative and attempt to encourage her daughter to do better in this scenario. Now, my next topic is talking about the challenges. Working with the children and adolescents present a variety of special problems for mental health providers. Many children seeking assistance experience challenges like family instability, abuse, poverty, and many other tragic circumstances. In addition to the hurdles presented by their mental health diagnosis, many children who shows the sign of mental health diagnosis feel stigmatized, afraid, and alone, and even in the best of the situation. Building a positive relationship with the children we work with as a mental health practitioner is essential to delivering the quality services. Now, I would like to talk about my strength part of the counseling process and also the area of the growth. So, before talking about these things, I would like to just share about my personal experiences, like my personal values, like that. I feel like I'm very enthusiastic kind of person who always trying to learn so many things from all the human being who is existed in this nature, because I feel like I can learn from my client, I can learn from my family, I can learn from my friends, and also like my instructors for sure. So I always have an attitude of learning. So here I would like to talk about my strength part of the counseling process. Like my strength part is I'm very empathetic person, and I believe in like developing the empathetic connection with a client so that it will help in a therapeutic process. And another one is being non-judgmental. I feel like we never ever judge anyone on the basis of their experiences, on the basis of their appearances or something like that. So we have to careful on that as well. So I feel like I'm a non-judgmental person. And another thing is like I'm very flexible, I'm accessible to the clients, and also I make a good and good eye contact with the clients so that they can share me the feelings. Like I feel like I'm very attentive listener, like that. And I also paraphrase like what they are saying, like the self-reflection part, right? So these are my strength part. And also another thing is like I just love to create the environment, like the wonderful environment, so that they can share their feelings with me. They can even cry with me. They can say like funny jokes, or maybe like whatever in their head, they can just share with me. So I create that kind of environment as well. And I also like notice, like I also be prepared, like whether I have to do the eye contact with my client or not on the basis of the client, right? So I am very that kind of person. Like I tackle with the client in that way, and I'm very like I just be myself during my counseling process. So that is my strength part, I guess. So talking about the constructive feedback for myself, there are a lot of constructive feedback for myself, because I feel like I have to improve my English for sure, because there are a lot of grammatical errors, like while I'm talking with my clients, and sometimes I don't get it, like I don't understand what they are talking about, right? So at that time I always have to ask them again, saying like, pardon, please, can you repeat it for me, like that. So I have to work on that. And another thing is, I feel like I have to do a lot of research regarding child and adolescents counseling, because if you read a lot of articles and all that, you get a lot of knowledge from that, right? So it will help in my counseling process. So I have to do that as well, which is my area for the growth. And also like experiences like working in the field of counseling. So I feel like, in my perspective, like higher the experiences, like the effective will be, like the counseling will be effective more. So I feel like gaining experiences makes us effective counselor, and having a good attitude and also being a good human being make us a good counselor, I guess. So that's all I want to say, and thank you everyone. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you.